Well, hello there, folks. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again as usual, and for this very quick and very easy recipe. So for tea tonight, I thought I'd try cauliflower cheese in the slow cooker. I'd never done it before, but I really wanted to give it a go because I thought, why not? It must be possible. And it was so tasty. Is it the same as my normal, cauliflower cheese that I normally make? No, not quite. It's a lot softer than my normal cauliflower cheese, which has got a bit of a bite, which I do it in the oven and it gives it that nice toasty look on top. But if you did want the toasty look, you could, of course, put your crock pot into the oven, just for 10 minutes or so, just to brown it on the top. But I just left it as it was, and it was so indulgent and delicious. And you'll not need much of this, but I'm going to show you how I put this together. So I use my crock pot. This is a 3.5 litre crock pot, but any slow cooker will do. I don't think it makes any difference. I've had all sorts of slow cookers through the years and they all do the same thing. And I'm also going to be adding some bacon to mine. You can leave this out, this is completely optional, but I just like the combination of cheese and bacon. And we also had chicken, leek and bacon pie, so that ties in nicely with that. So yeah, just fry your bacon off until it becomes nice and browned and crispy. And once you're almost there, you just take a pair of scissors or a knife or however you want to cut it up and just cut it up into small pieces. We're going to add half into the cauliflower cheese itself and the other half for sprinkling on the top, when it's out on your plates. So I was happy with this. So I use scissors, but I use these scissors exclusively for meat, so that's fine. So go over to your crock pot, spray it with some oil. That's going to prevent any sticking or help with the sticking anyway. Pop in your cauliflower. This is just one large cauliflower head, and I've just tore it up with my hands and popped it in. You don't want it too small because you don't want it completely disintegrating. And mine's turned out really soft. I done mine for 3 hours. If you want yours with a bit more bite, I would suggest 2.5 hours. This is getting done on low, remember. Pop in your butter and then your cream cheese. Yeah, and I'm just going to move that over a wee bit with my fingers. And then pop in your double cream. Not a lot of cream, it's just a wee splash to help with the creaminess and the sauciness. And then some salt and pepper, as much as you want. I used about a teaspoon and about half a teaspoon of pepper, but it's completely up to you. Your cheese and your bacon we're going to keep until later on. We just really want to cook the cauliflower down at this stage. Like I said, I gave mine 3 hours, but it turned out very soft, which obviously we don't mind because it took the place of, we would normally have mashed potato and it took the place of that. So, but if you do want yours with a wee bit more bite, like I said, you'll probably find 2.5 hours would do you fine. So just give it a wee stir around, just make sure it's at your desired texture. And if it's to your liking, then you can just move on to the next step. And I knew at this point it was very soft, but I thought, okay, it's going to be fine. Pop in half of your bacon, like I said, keep half back just for garnish when it's on the plate, and then you can pop in your cheese. I've got a blend of mozzarella and cheddar because I wanted that nice stringy texture that you get from the grated mozzarella. Give it a wee stir through, and I'm also going to add another wee bit of cheese on top just so that it's nice and melty on the top. And this was absolutely delicious, but like I said, because of the cream and the cheese and the cream cheese, it was very, very indulgent and very creamy, so you're really not going to need much of this at all. This will do 4 people as a side, or maybe 3 people if you're having this on its own. So give it about another 10 to 15 minutes just until your cheese melts, and that's you done. Like I said, absolutely delicious. And it's just a good option, because a lot of folk are trying not to use their ovens so much now with the price, the price hike on your electricity and such. And obviously your slow cooker uses a lot less energy than your oven will to cook and to put things in the oven. So it's just a wee sort of money saving tip there as well. And look how stringy that is. And apologies for the lighting here. It was very, very bright. And also the camera kept steaming up with the steam from the slow cooker, but hopefully you can get a good idea of just how creamy and how stringy that was. It was absolutely delicious, let me tell you. And I would definitely do this one again I really would. Yeah, you can see the stringiness there. But like I said, it's not completely the same as my normal cauliflower cheese, which is normally a lot firmer and obviously crispy on the top from the oven, but it was delicious nonetheless. And all you have to do now is serve. So I made a chicken, leek and bacon pie and also some green beans, but I actually just had the cauliflower cheese on its own in a bowl with a wee bit of parsley on top instead of the extra bacon on top, and I was as happy as a clam with that. So I didn't have the pie or the green beans. Like I said, you can have this on its own like I did, or you can add it towards, something else if you just want it as a side, but either way. And it's also keto friendly, so if you're watching your carbs, this is a perfect ketogenic recipe. So yeah, fab, and I hope you do give it a go. But just before I leave you, I wanted to say, as usual, a huge thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and hello to the new patron, you know who you are, and to the channel members here on YouTube, and thank you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments. So I'm going to go off now, but I will see you on Friday, I think, for our wee shopping haul, and I think we're going to be going to Aldi this week. At least I'm going to try to get to Aldi this week, and then back on Sunday for meals of the week, and then obviously back next week with another wee recipe. And I think I'm going to do I seen this thing, it was like shortbread with jam on top and then a crumble on top of that, and it just looks amazing. And we love shortbread anyway, and any kind of crumble, so it's like a perfect combination of the two. So I might be giving that one a go, if not next week, sometime in the near future. And by the way, if you're not following me over on Instagram yet, I'm What's for Tea 3 over there, and it would be lovely to see you. So I'm going to go off now and wish you all a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully you'll join me back here on What's for Tea often soon. Bye now.